Yeah, I know I'm not quite as energetic and enthusiastic as I used to be, and I'm not putting out anywhere near as much content as I used to be, and all the rest of that. But deal with it, okay? I'm a busy person, I haven't got that much in the way of energy, and I'm still, searching for what could be a good thing to do, and so on and so forth, and make specific media. And also, when I do get one particular like big project that I really, really, really want to get my teeth into, I then end up like not being able to complete it for whatever reason, because I'm a regular guy who's doing his work at home and is trying to live as well, and I have time and energy constraints, so I apologize for that. I'm going to talk to you today about a movie called Annabelle, which is coming out, going to hit the silver screen in a not too distant future. And yesterday I read a story on Yahoo News that didn't really get me thinking. It basically, well, it did get me thinking. It got me thinking that this was like a heap of shit, all right? Because this story was about alleged supernatural happenings on the set of the horror movie Annabelle during its shooting. They had a person in their makeup walking down a hallway, and a light bulb fell on their head. Came out of the light socket, bam, smashed on their head. And then this was being recorded and touted out as if it was a supernatural occurrence, because apparently there is a similarity between what happened that day when an actor in makeup was walking down a hallway and something which is in the script of the movie. Okay, right? Now, if you're going to be working on a movie, you're going to be walking forwards and backwards on the set and in the production company's offices all the time with great frequency, with many going over the script all over again and rereadings and all the rest of that. Chances of you tripping up over a dustbin or having something falling on your head or whatever, it's comparatively likely, I would have thought, considering that you are walking up and down in that particular part of the set or offices with great regularity. And yes, there's also a story of there being another presence which has been allegedly reported as well, which someone saw. Okay, so let's say these two things did happen. One person had a feeling of a presence. This is a strange experience. Strange experiences we don't know that much about, apart from the fact that they happen and that they are strange. Light bulbs falling on your head, well, they can happen. It's not desirable, it's not appropriate, but these things do happen occasionally. I mean, you can be telling someone a story about a light bulb going pop, and then all of a sudden a light bulb goes pop. It doesn't necessarily mean to say that there is a connection between you telling the story and a light bulb going pop. And if you think that's down to spirits or evil spirits or demons or angels or whatever, then grow up, please. Alright? I mean, one of the many reasons why I think this story is lackluster is the kind of thing that people are going to just tweet about. They're going to spread it on social media. It's going to be part and parcel of the whole creation of the folk myth, because building up internet marketing is all about the generation of the folk myth. Okay, it can be a folk myth about a person, it can be a folk myth about a place, it can be a folk myth about a job or a news story or whatever. Alright? And a weird, strange, supernatural-esque story associated with something on a set of a commercial horror movie is something which I think that we should all be very, 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 very skeptical of. Sure, it's great for people like me to talk about and to say, yeah, I read this story, and maybe inadvertently I'm doing the movie some advertising, but I tell you, this is not one particular movie I'm probably going to watch. And on top of that, I've kind of grown out of the whole horror genre, which doesn't necessarily suit my nature. So when you come across a story like this, okay, realize that either deliberately or not necessarily deliberately, but just it can be used as a form of internet marketing. And because we're on the run up to Halloween, and that's the kind of time when people watch scary movies, people enjoy doing the whole thrill-seeking thing, because humans, we're all extreme sportsmen in one form or another. Whether you're someone who likes putting a £5 bet on a horse, whether you're someone who likes watching a scary movie, whether you're someone who likes to get very heavily emotionally involved in a news story or whatever, you're still a thrill seeker in one form or another. You're still no different to a person doing wingsuit flying or rap jumping or whatever. Because there's always this desire to feel different within the human, to create a different biochemical thing inside your body, to give you a pleasant feeling, a sense of excitement or achievement, or just, a feeling of being truly alive. And one of the ways in which we do this is through fear, which is not really productive all the time. Alright, it doesn't always help you. It's your basic mammalian flight, fight response. Alright, with extra ideas thrown in on the cognitive level to give it a feeling that there's something real about this, that there's some real threat. And if you're someone who is fearful about things which are of a supernatural nature, this kind of story will get you. Alright, because there's this feeling of this intangible, unknowable enemy or threat out there. Alright, like a folk devil or a moral panic, if you get my drift. And so there's this feeling of, we got to be against this. Your basic human instincts will be trying to find a way of being prepared to fight against it. And that's why your flight-fight response in your body, your adrenaline and all the rest of it, and the endorphin production in your brain, I think it's endorphins, I can't remember off the top of my head, will be going over the top. And you'll enjoy it. It'll give you a different state of mind. And there are some people who enjoy this feeling a lot more than others. And I do believe that some people become like drug addicts when it comes to these internal biochemical hormones. The body does produce its own opiates at times. So some people could probably get addicted to it. Like some people might even get addicted to pain or misery or depression or just a wide variety of human faults and foibles which can have an emotional component to it. Maybe even sexual fetishism is somehow connected to an addictive mind-body connection and a desire to feel certain hormones which create the feeling which people are actually sort of attracted to. So recognize when you come across stories like this that you are being manipulated. Alright? Could be deliberate, could be not deliberate, but you're still being manipulated into a state of fear or anxiety or panic. And it can be a very powerful marketing tool. So I'm not going to watch this movie at all. And I'm just going to chill out and relax. Alright? Enjoy the media which I enjoy, and carry on living. So everybody be at peace. If you got a cup of tea on the go, enjoy it. I'm just about to get myself a brew brewed. And play it cool. Play it smooth. No need to panic. Everything is nice. Everything is wicked.